Yeah, we all have insecurities. A lot of us just don't talk about them, or we don't necessarily reveal them. Some of us even, we fool ourselves. But being on YouTube, or being on video, it exposes some of those, and it makes you confront those insecurities, whether you publicly acknowledge it or not. You have to, at some point, deal with those things. Like for me, being on camera, I always try to make sure I'm groomed, obviously. That's what I'm doing right now. I have a couple of videos to shoot, but like I have to worry about certain things, like my hairline. My hairline gets dark. It grows faster here than the rest of my head, so I usually have this dark patch, and I got to worry about angling a certain way or just not caring that day because it's gonna look funny. So in the gym, I'm always worried about, if I'm working out with a white beater on, I'm worried about my stomach sticking out and my gut poking out, and that don't look cool. Sometimes you feel like your stomach is sticking out further than your stomach, and for a bodybuilder, that's not cool. Everybody wants to be aesthetic, you know what I'm saying? So unless you're a power lifter, it's not cool to have a gut. So there's those little things. You see yourself in videos sometimes and you're like, but you still put it up, still put it out, because it's about the work, it's about the journey. So as long as you're not trying to stay stuck in that position and you're working on it, it's cool. It's nothing to overly stress over, I have a big ass scar on the back of my head that I usually don't show anybody. I usually try to hide it, cover it up, keep my head low. I got scars all over. I got a scar right here. I got scars all over the place. But it's those things. Like most of the time, I have a hat on, and when my hair starts to grow, I definitely put a hat on to cover it up. And I try to be conscious about not letting it show on video, because you don't want all the people, what happened, and this and that. You just like, man. But it is what it is. And my thing is, you have to deal with these things, or you try to cover it up. Whatever it is you do, I say don't let those things stop you. Whatever your insecurities are, everybody is a ton of different. These are just my personal insecurities, but everybody has their own, things, whether it's the way they sound on camera, they look on camera, whatever. Your nose is crooked, teeth. And this is just not YouTube and the gym stuff, it's in life. You can't let those insecurities stop you from moving forward and doing what you want to do. So it's like anything, you have to confront it, you have to deal with it. And it's one of those metaphors also that it's like gym life. It's like you take a confrontation, or you take some weights, or you take some heavy ass weights, and instead of quitting and not dealing with it, you fight it, you go through it, you conquer it, you move on, and you become a better, stronger person physically and mentally because of that. A lot of these gym things, the things we learn, it applies to the gym, it applies to life. And if you can learn to harness those things in both areas, it's going to make you an overall better and stronger person. Sometimes it's just, the preparation to make a YouTube video is we don't always show all of that. And you got some people who are going to go, well, why you worry about all of that? Because at the end of the day, your image is important. How you present yourself is important. How, you look is just as good as how you sound and how everything. Again, it's another life. It's the same way in regular life. You present yourself a certain way in life. You don't just walk around in life like, all right, I don't care how I look. I don't care how I act. I don't care how I sound. You present your certain way in public. And this is, when you're doing YouTube videos, you're putting yourself even more out to the masses than when you're just walking out into the street, obviously. So if this video is going to circulate to possibly thousands or millions of people, and it's going to be around probably forever, why not make sure you're as on point as possible? you know, your presentation. These are the little things, along with your camera work, your camera angles, your audio. All of these things is what pushes you. It gravitates people towards you. It makes you better. It makes people enjoy the experience better. So, you know, for anybody that may be saying, why not? You know, show when you take that amount of pride in yourself, you know, all across the board, you know, people are gonna appreciate you more. They're gonna respect you more. They're gonna, you know, vibe to you. If you're showing that you don't care, whether it's your physical presentation or the way you present yourself in videos, or your video quality, your editing skills, all of that stuff, people are not gonna take you serious. The more serious you take yourself, the more serious others will take you. And that, again, that applies to life. It's not just YouTube and YouTube videos. So if you don't understand that concept, you better wake up.